Getting your hands dirty under the hood, I see. Removing or bypassing the power steering pump on your 1997 Chevy 1500 with a 5.7L engine can be a bit of a task, but it's nothing we can't tackle. Whether it's due to a malfunctioning pump or just aiming for a bit of old-school manual steering, here's a simplified guide on what you typically need to visualize for the Serpentine belt modification. Bear in mind, it's always recommended to have the right diagram or professional guidance at hand to avoid any potential mishaps. First off, understand that bypassing the power steering pump means you'll be rerouting your Serpentine belt. This will require a shorter belt since the original loop around the power steering pump will no longer be necessary. The precise length can vary, so it's a bit of trial and error unless you follow a guide from someone who's nailed the exact size needed for this modification. Here's a simplified approach to conceptualize what you're aiming to do. 1. Identify the components. Familiarize yourself with the layout of your engine's accessories, the alternator, the water pump, the air conditioning compressor, and so forth. Since you're in Portland, I'll wager the AC is non-negotiable, so we won't be touching that. 2. Visualize the new path. Without the power steering pump in the mix, you're essentially creating a new loop. This will typically involve the alternator, tensioner, water pump, and possibly the AC compressor. Imagine a path that excludes the power steering pump, usually making a more direct route from the crankshaft pulley to the other accessories. 3. Finding the right belt. Auto parts stores can be incredibly helpful here. Explain the situation, and they might be able to suggest a belt that's worked for others doing the same modification. The key is ensuring it's not too tight or too loose, impacting the functionality of the other components. 4. Installation. Once you have the belt, installation is the reverse order of removal. Make sure your tensioner is properly adjusted to accommodate the new belt's length. Too much tension, and you'll wear out bearings quickly. Too little, and the belt will slip. Remember, bypassing your power steering means you'll be muscling the steering wheel, especially at lower speeds. It's a workout, especially when maneuvering through Portland's tighter spots or during those rainy days when the road's grip feels a bit more elusive. If you're looking for a visual guide or a diagram, a service manual for your 97 Chevy 1500 is invaluable. Additionally, there are numerous automotive forums and YouTube channels dedicated to Chevy truck enthusiasts that likely have detailed walkthroughs for this exact procedure. Sometimes getting that visual can make all the difference in ensuring you're on the right path. Take your time, ensure you've got the right tools and belt at hand, and maybe have a buddy over to lend an extra set of eyes. It's one of those projects that feels immensely satisfying once completed, giving you that hands-on connection with your vehicle that's truly unmatched. Plus, there's always something about tackling a project yourself that makes you feel more in tune with the open roads of Oregon. Safe travels!